Are we the prey? No, we are the player! Welcome to Asura's Wrath once again with me, the wrong guitar. Last time we left off, Asura was remembering the Three Stooges as he tried to climb up out of Maraca. And we find ourselves now in this weird city, stone place. Is she actually singing in an actual language? She looks just like Mitra. That thing looks familiar. Oh boy. I have awakened! Hey, his arms are back. Okay.
Where am I? Mithra.
Okay, this needs subtitles. Ah, shit. Don't you hate it when you just wake up and suddenly a tremor starts going around you? I hate when that happens. Of course, walk away from the god who's supposed to protect you from the Goma. I should do something! And we are once again playing at full power. Asura once again is at full strength, now being able to use his arms correctly, and you don't need to worry as much about the tempo of your hits. The enemies here are not that much. Actually, once again, it is a basic gorilla Goma, and don't worry, after a while the enemies do start getting a bit more varied. Unfortunately, the beginning chapters do not have that much variety as far as the enemies go. It is mostly the gorilla Goma and a few of the flying ones, with the occasional attack from the 7 deities, but it can get a bit bland after sometimes. I know, jumping does not make you go faster, I just try and do it because I was bored. Now we're once again to the shooting sections. Similarly to the flying sections, in this part you just have to shoot all the way trying to hit the enemy. You can also, actually something that I forgot to mention is that even during the flying sections you can use your punches, and you can use them here as well. The thing is that there's not really a good reason to be using your punches when you're already having your bullets in the flying sections. Whether it's at the flying sections or the one where you're standing vertically and shooting, you can use your punches to defend yourself from incoming enemies, but this is not very common. And again, with this section, the only reason why you're using your punches is to get more burst once you get close to the enemy. So pretty much is all you're doing. The scenery is nice though. These bombs are really easy to dodge and you usually not get hit by him at all. I mean, even if you're running his badge, you still should be able to dodge him just by moving left and right. So with that said, we should be able to burst! And thus I broke my perfect streak. Great. There we go. That looks fucking painful. Now it's time for a boss fight that is actually interesting. Meet the giant. Well, I didn't read its name, but anyway, this guy in particular reminds me a lot of Bowser from Super Mario in that it shoots fireballs, but instead of doing it from now, it does it from this back. You shoot the missiles up into the air, and you're supposed to dodge them. You can tell where the location of the missiles are by looking at the red circles and the red reticules. It will do this crazy spin thing like a Beyblade, and it's rather hard to dodge sometimes. The only place that you can hit is its head with the bullets. And when he's doing the spin, he's invincible to them no matter what you do. So stay as close to the head as possible and punch them repeatedly. I actually find this boss really fun. It's actually it gives me a bit more of a challenge, and the constant moving that I have to do in order to dodge it and in order to keep the fight going is actually rather fun. Problem is that this particular boss can drag out because of the constant spinning and the constant need for dodge. We suggest that you stay as close as possible and try to ignore the fireballs as much as you can, and use the special abilities as much as you can as well. You know those ones where you get the Y on top of the enemy. This boss fight, again, the boss fights in the game are really easy, and actually I'm showing you here a strategy that I use a lot. Once you get the unlimited mode activated, and as soon as the enemy tries to do an attack, use a heavy attack. That way, you reset your pattern and you can keep attacking them over and over again. It's a good strategy to try and speed up things, but it can be a bit unwieldy sometimes. And sometimes they'll ignore your pattern breakage and you're pretty much screwed. I do find it awesome how it's sent flying. Jesus fucking Christ. A good way to actually something I forgot to mention. When you get hit by the Beyblade or by the enemies, you can press the A button in order to regain your composure and break your attack pattern. And also, if you get hit and you don't press the A button, you will lose, let's say, 20 points of health. If you get hit and you press the A button, you will regain 5 of those 20 that you lost. Or something like that. The one thing that whoa, what happened there? He was like spazzing out and dancing like, wait, where is he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? Step right, step right, step right. Okay, step right, what? I was trying to say left, right. Whoops. Again, the one problem that I do have with this game is that the boss fights can get a bit repetitive, and that we'll be fighting this guy again, just with a different pattern. I do wish that he did have a different stuff for each level, but burst! But yeah. Boom! Yeah! I was actually expecting a fourth one there, like he was just gonna give him the most epic bitch slap of his life.
Stop praying. This is pathetic.
Says the guy that died already like 5 times.
This is madness.
So this is the reason for the unusual mantra concentration in these parts.
Grandpa.
How disappointing.
Are you really so lazy that you can't use your fucking feet? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoops, whoopsie. Sorry about that.
So this is the reason for the unusual mantra concentration in these parts. How disappointing.
Could you speak a bit louder? I can't hear you over the loud chorus.
Select the mantra and report back to Lord Deus.
Don't ignore me.
The Goma have defiled your land. Before your tarnished souls fall to Naraka, I shall guide you to heaven.
It's a big fucking hammer. Ow! Jesus Christ.
Stop! What are you doing?
I need not explain our ways to the fallen. A monkey like you would not understand anyway.
The mighty fate is about to... Move, people, move! We are one. We are legion. And they all go into the big fucking hammer. Fooled you.
What did you accomplish by trying to hurt
It's not even like flinch or anything.
What the hell are you doing?
Nice! Don't surprise that there's not any cracks on that wall.
I will not stand for this.
Oh, there's another one.
Your lives will end here.
My big fucking teeth.
Surrender your soul to us. You must be saved.
I love the expression here, like, the fuck did you just call me? And now it's time for fighting once more. The strategy is mostly the same with this guy. He will try to slam against you like he did before. But once again, he actually has the simplest counter too. However, once again, this fight is a perfect example of the counter not working with the minions, because you're so focused on fighting the enemy that you forget to counter. Actually, something that I should mention is that these characters right here, the commanders, not the big yellow guy, the one that had the big ring on top of us. He can be one of the most annoying enemies since he actually knows how to block a bit. And he does get a lot of more of them will appear in later levels, especially during the final chapter, so be wary of them. To attack, what I suggest you do a lot in this fight is that you master the art of dodging. This will help you a lot with the commanders and with the golden Buddha. Dodging is a really good strategy. By dodging, you can actually keep going at it with your attacks, and so you can build up your burst meter faster. Oh good, it finally came through. And did I just tilt that guy to the ground with one of the mini guys? And once again, with the limited mode, just smash the shit out of the Y button. It might take a lot more. It does make the ultimate mode go by a lot faster, but it does help a lot. Burst! There goes your face. Then there goes your neck. And there goes your back.
Can nothing quell my anger?
You need drugs, buddy.
Please forgive me.
Leave me be!
What?
We're only saving the souls of the mortals!
You're making them lose their lives.
That's not to me.
Actually, I do find this scene here rather depressing because she's actually starting to become like her rage is starting to take over her, like with Asura. Of course, she doesn't go Super Saiyan or Asura 6 arm version, but because of the death of her mother here, Wrath is starting to take over her. I find that rather depressing and a rather sad breakage of this girl's mind. Of course, seeing another person angry makes them calm. Come on, just stop.
I know how you feel. You
Our winner.
You let me handle them.
And I apologize it took so long with this part. I've been having a lot of stuff going on lately. But with that said, we have finished this part of Asura's Wrath, Episode 8. Once again, rank ass. And now it is time for a little backstory about what the fuck is going on. The artist this time is none other than... Once I stop looking at the images for secrets that aren't there... Kaori Nishimura. Here within the stone lies the remains of a fallen demigod who defied the 7 deities long ago. He succeeded in killing one of them at the cost of his own life. Following their divine battle, the remaining deities abandoned this land, declared it cursed for all eternity. It is believed that the fallen demigod continues to watch over this land, for the Goma rarely appear in these parts. For this reason, the villagers enshrine his remains and worship from afar, but they do not approach it. I actually think that Kaori is my favorite artist of the artists that do the art for this game. I mean, I don't know why, just the style that he or she uses is actually my favorite. The amount of detail that he has is just not too much, that just enough to get me interested. The colors work so well. There was one little girl, however, who regularly sorry about that. Long ago, she and her father went out in a nearby village. They were attacked by the Goma. Just when they thought that their lives were over, the 7 deities came from the heavens and purified the Goma. The little girl was deeply relieved that the deities had saved them. Oh shit. You know guys, the idea is that you kill the Goma, not the human. You know, the people that worship you and all. You're supposed to protect them. However, the deities did not purify only the Goma, and thus many humans were caught in the fires of the purification. The girl's father was one of the ones who perished. But rather than defy the deities for their tyranny, the villagers saw it as an honor. They rejoiced as the deities would lead their souls to heaven and gladly gave their lives. The girl walked, hopeless and full of despair, until she stumbled upon the shrine of the fallen demigod. As the old tale said, the stone had an aura of anger, yet this girl wasn't afraid. Somewhere in the fallen demigod's face, she saw a resemblance to her late father. Since then, the girl has been visiting the shrine to offer flowers. Like this picture right here has to be my favorite picture in the entire game, I think. The amount of detail is just perfect, and the anatomy in the girl really reminds me of the art of Yasura, Chūzuhito Yasura, the artist of Devil Survivor, and it's just really well. Everything they did, no one died for nothing. Wait for me, I'm coming with you!
Calro's brutality causes Asura to explode with anger. He launches into the skies and attacks the fleet. Amidst the battle, Asura discovers a mysterious machine on board one of the ships. What purpose does it serve?
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Guitar, and I'll see you next time on Asura's Wrath!